Have you ever found yourself trapped in a cycle of negative thoughts, where every minor inconvenience feels like a mountain to climb? You're not alone. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught in a storm of negativity, struggling to find peace amidst the chaos. But what if I told you that a philosophy from ancient Greece could provide the tools you need to break free from this cycle? Welcome to Stoicism, a practical philosophy that has been guiding individuals to inner peace and resilience for centuries. Despite its age, Stoicism offers timeless wisdom that is remarkably applicable to our modern struggles, especially when it comes to battling negative thinking. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, let go of what we can't, and embrace life's challenges with courage and wisdom. It's about finding tranquility in turmoil and strength in adversity. In today's video, break free from negativity. 10 Stoic Techniques That Work. We'll dive into 10 powerful Stoic practices designed to help you combat negativity and fortify your mental resilience. Whether you're new to Stoicism or looking to deepen your understanding, these techniques are your stepping stones to a more peaceful and positive mindset. Get ready to embark on a transformative journey that will not only change how you perceive challenges, but also how you experience the world around you. Let's explore together how ancient wisdom can address our modern woes and lead us to a life of greater contentment and happiness. So, if you're ready to turn the tide on negative thinking and unlock a more resilient you, you're in the right place. Join me as we uncover the secrets of Stoicism and pave the way for a brighter, more positive future. With that said, let's dive in. Let's start with the cornerstone of Stoic wisdom, a concept that sounds simple, yet has profound implications for combating negativity. Understanding what's within your control. The Stoics, philosophers like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, emphasize the importance of distinguishing between what we can control, our thoughts, perceptions, and actions, and what we cannot control, such as the behavior of others, the past, and much of what happens around us. Imagine two circles. In one, place everything within your control, and in the other, everything beyond it. The Stoics teach us to focus our energy and attention solely on the first circle. This shift in focus is transformative. It liberates us from the weight of external circumstances and redirects our efforts towards self-improvement and resilience. Why does this matter? Think about the last time you felt overwhelmed by negativity. Was it because you were fixated on something beyond your control? By recognizing the limits of our influence, we can free ourselves from unnecessary frustration and disappointment. It's not about resignation, but about empowerment. We begin to see that, while we might not control external events, we have the power to control our reactions to them. Consider a traffic jam, a sudden downpour, or a tight work deadline. We can't control these events, but we can control how we respond to them. Do we let frustration take over, or do we accept the situation and find the best way forward? This Stoic practice teaches us to embrace acceptance and action over frustration and stagnation. By internalizing this first technique, you begin to lay the foundation for a more positive and resilient mindset. It's a reminder that your power lies not in the external world, but within you, in your perceptions, decisions, and actions. So, the next time you find yourself facing a challenge, ask yourself, is this within my control? If not, let it go, and focus on what you can change. This simple question can be a powerful tool in your journey to break free from negativity. Moving on to our second technique, we delve into the power of practice objective perception. This Stoic method involves viewing situations through a lens free from emotional bias, allowing us to see things as they truly are, not worse than they are. It's about stripping away the layers of negative interpretation and confronting the bare facts. Imagine you're looking at a situation through two different glasses. One distorts and darkens everything, while the other presents a clear and unaltered view. The Stoics urge us to choose the latter, to see life without the dark tint of our biases and fears, enabling a more rational and positive approach to challenges. But how can we cultivate this objective perception in our daily lives? It starts with awareness. Begin by noticing when your emotions are coloring your interpretation of events. Ask yourself, am I seeing this situation as it is, or am I adding a story to it? This simple question can help you distinguish between the actual event and your interpretation of it. Here are a few practical tips to help you practice objective perception. Pause before reacting. Give yourself a moment to breathe and assess situations before responding. This pause can prevent emotional reactions from taking the lead. Fact-check your feelings. Identify the facts of the situation and separate them from your emotional response. This helps in understanding what's truly happening versus how you feel about it. Then seek alternative views. Ask yourself how someone else might see the same situation. This can broaden your perspective and reduce the impact of personal biases. Reflect at the end of the day. Spend a few minutes each evening reflecting on your day. Consider moments when you might have let emotions cloud your judgment and how you can view them more objectively. By practicing objective perception, we equip ourselves to face life's ups and downs with a balanced mindset, reducing the room for negative interpretations that often lead to unnecessary suffering. This technique doesn't diminish the significance of our emotions, but encourages us to not let them dictate our perception of reality. He who has anticipated the coming of troubles takes away their power when they arrive. Okani Seneca. Our third technique on the journey to break free from negativity takes us into somewhat paradoxical territory. The premeditation of adversities, or in Latin, premeditatio malorum. This Stoic practice involves the deliberate visualization of worst-case scenarios. Far from being a pessimistic exercise, it's a powerful strategy to diminish fear and anxiety by familiarizing ourselves with the potential challenges we might face. The logic here is straightforward yet profound. By contemplating difficulties and adversities in advance, we can mentally prepare ourselves for their possible occurrence. This preparation not only reduces the shock and discomfort we might feel, but also empowers us to plan our responses, ensuring that we're not paralyzed by fear when and if the time comes. But how do we engage in this practice without overwhelming ourselves with negative thoughts? Here's where the Stoic wisdom shines through, offering a balanced approach. Choose a quiet time. Begin this practice at a moment when you feel calm and collected, not when you're already anxious or stressed. Start small. Visualize minor inconveniences or challenges initially, rather than jumping straight into catastrophic scenarios. This could be as simple as imagining a day where everything seems to go wrong, from spilling your coffee to missing a deadline. Focus on your control. As you visualize these scenarios, concentrate on aspects within your control. What actions can you take? How can you maintain your composure and virtue in the face of these challenges? Plan constructively. Use these visualizations to brainstorm practical solutions or coping strategies. This turns potential anxiety into actionable plans. End with positivity. Conclude your meditation by reminding yourself of your resilience and ability to handle adversity, no matter what life throws your way. Premeditatio. Malorum teaches us that the anticipation of adversity is not about dwelling on negative possibilities, but about strengthening our resilience. It's a testament to our capacity to endure, adapt, and thrive, even in the face of life's uncertainties. By practicing this technique, we can approach potential difficulties with a sense of preparedness and peace, knowing that we've mentally equipped ourselves to handle them. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Marcus Aurelius. As we move to our fourth technique, we find a practice deeply ingrained in Stoic tradition: reflective journaling. This isn't merely about documenting daily events, it's a profound tool for self-reflection and cognitive restructuring. The Stoics, including Marcus Aurelius with his Meditations, utilize journaling as a way to converse with themselves, to question their judgments, and align their thoughts with Stoic principles. Journaling serves as a mirror, reflecting our thoughts back to us and allowing us to see where our perceptions may be skewed by negativity or bias. It's through this practice that we can gradually rewire our thinking, fostering a mindset that is both resilient and grounded in positivity. But what should you write about to harness the full power of reflective journaling? Here are some Stoic-inspired journal prompts that can guide your reflections towards gratitude and positive experiences, helping to illuminate the richness of your life even in challenging times. What are 3 things I'm grateful for today? This classic prompt shifts focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in your life. What challenge did I overcome today, and what did it teach me? This encourages you to view obstacles as opportunities for growth. How did I practice virtue today? Reflect on instances where you displayed patience, courage, wisdom, or any other Stoic virtue. What moment today brought me joy, and why? Identifying moments of happiness helps to cultivate a positive outlook. Where did I fall short of my Stoic ideals today, and how can I improve? A constructive look at your actions without self-judgment, focusing on continuous improvement. Reflective journaling is a powerful exercise in mindfulness and self-improvement. By taking the time each day to engage with these prompts, you're not just writing down words, you're sculpting your character and your outlook on life. It's a practice that encourages us to pause, reflect, and appreciate the journey, recognizing both our strengths and areas for growth. So, I encourage you to pick up a journal and start this reflective journey. It's a simple step that can lead to profound changes in how you perceive and interact with the world around you. Remember, the goal is not perfection, but progress and a deeper understanding of oneself. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. Seneca. Our 5th technique delves into a practice that might seem counterintuitive at first glance: voluntary discomfort. This Stoic exercise is about intentionally placing ourselves in situations of discomfort to fortify our mental resilience. It's a profound reminder that comfort is not always conducive to growth, and that facing hardship voluntarily can significantly diminish the impact of unforeseen negative circumstances. The Stoics believe that by periodically experiencing discomfort, we could remind ourselves of what we can live without and increase our appreciation for what we have. This practice also prepares us for times when life becomes unavoidably difficult, teaching us that we are capable of enduring much more than we often believe. So, what does voluntary discomfort look like in modern practice? It doesn't mean you need to lead an ascetic life, but rather incorporate manageable challenges into your routine. Here are a few examples. Starting your day with a cold shower can invigorate the mind and body, reinforcing the idea that discomfort is temporary and often more bearable than anticipated. Fasting. Periodic fasting, whether for a meal or a day, can heighten gratitude for food and teach discipline and self-control. Digital detox. Taking time away from digital devices can be a modern form of discomfort, reminding us of the value of real-world interactions and the beauty of the unplugged world. Minimalist living. Temporarily limiting luxuries, whether it's simplifying your wardrobe or cutting down on non-essential spending, can foster an appreciation for simplicity and necessity. Engaging in voluntary discomfort is not about punishing yourself, but about expanding your comfort zone and discovering a deeper sense of fulfillment in simplicity and resilience. It's about learning to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Knowing that each challenge you voluntarily face builds your mental fortitude and prepares you for life's unpredictability. As you experiment with these practices of voluntary discomfort, observe the shifts in your perception of what is truly necessary for happiness and how you respond to life's inevitable challenges. It's a journey towards realizing that much of our discomfort comes not from the external world, but from our internal reactions to it. Look back over the past with its changing empires that rose and fell, and you can foresee the future too. Marcus Aurelius. Moving into our 6th technique, we explore a powerful, Stoic visualization known as the view from above. This practice invites us to step back and view our lives from a broader perspective, a cosmic vantage point that puts our daily worries and struggles into context. It's an exercise in humility and perspective, reminding us of our place in the vast tapestry of existence. Imagine lifting yourself out of your current surroundings, rising above your city, your country, and even Earth itself, until you see the planet hanging in the vast expanse of space. From this viewpoint, personal problems and societal issues appear much smaller, part of a larger interconnected whole. So how can we practice this technique in our daily lives? Here are a few steps to guide you through the view from above visualization. Find a quiet space. Begin by finding a quiet and comfortable place where you can relax without interruptions. Close your eyes and breathe. Close your eyes, take deep breaths, and allow yourself to become centered and calm. Visualize rising above. In your mind's eye, start to visualize yourself gently rising above your current location, seeing the streets and buildings get smaller as you ascend. Expand your view. Continue to rise higher, seeing the city from above, then the country, and gradually, the entire Earth, as if you were viewing it from space. Reflect on the big picture. From this vantage point, reflect on the vastness of the world, the complexity of life, and how your personal worries fit into this larger context. Consider the interconnectedness of all things. Practicing the view from above not only minimizes the impact of present worries, but also enhances our sense of connection to humanity and the universe. It's a reminder that we are part of something much bigger than our individual selves, encouraging a sense of peace and unity. As you incorporate the view from above into your routine, notice how it changes your perspective on daily challenges and your connection to the world around you. It's a powerful tool for gaining clarity, reducing stress, and cultivating a deeper appreciation for the miracle of existence. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. Not a Stoic quote, but embodies Stoic mindfulness principles. As we journey further into our exploration of Stoic techniques to combat negativity, we arrive at a critical practice, focusing on the present moment. Stoicism teaches us the value of mindfulness, living fully in the here and now without being ensnared by worries of the future or regrets of the past. This Stoic principle is a powerful antidote to the anxiety and negativity that often stem from dwelling on things beyond our immediate control. Just as a river flows continuously, never passing the same point twice, so too does life. By anchoring ourselves in the present moment, we align with life's natural course, embracing each experience as it comes without the weight of past sorrows or future anxieties. How then can we cultivate this mindfulness in our daily lives? Let me share with you a few simple exercises inspired by Stoic philosophy to help ground you in the present. Breath focus. Begin by finding a quiet space. Sit comfortably and close your eyes. Focus solely on your breath, on the sensation of air entering and leaving your body. When your mind wanders, gently guide it back to your breath. This practice centers your awareness in the now. Sensory observation. Choose an object from your immediate environment, a leaf, a cup of tea, a piece of fruit, and spend a few minutes observing it with all your senses. Notice its color, texture, smell, and, if applicable, its taste. This exercise enhances your attention to the present moment and the richness of your surroundings. Gratitude. Reflection. Take a moment to reflect on what you're grateful for right now. It could be the warmth of the sun, a comfortable chair, or a pleasant conversation you had. Gratitude roots you in the present and highlights the abundance in your current experience. Practicing mindfulness in these ways not only diminishes anxiety and negativity by focusing our attention on the present, but also opens our eyes to the beauty and value of the ordinary moments that make up our lives. The Stoics remind us that life is happening now, and by being fully present, we engage more deeply with ourselves, others, and the world. As you incorporate these mindfulness exercises into your routine, observe how they influence your mood and outlook. You may find that by simply focusing on the present, you're able to navigate life's challenges with greater calm and clarity. Remember, the present moment is where life truly unfolds. Embrace it. Virtue is the sole good. Nothing can harm a good man. Seneca. Our eighth technique on this transformative journey through Stoic practices brings us to the very heart of Stoicism. Cultivating virtue, the Stoics held a profound belief that living a life of virtue, embodying qualities like courage, justice, moderation, and wisdom, is the surest path to true happiness and fulfillment. They argued that external circumstances could never guarantee lasting joy. Only the richness of our character can do that. Consider courage the virtue that empowers us to face life's challenges head-on, without succumbing to fear. Justice guides us to treat others with fairness and kindness, fostering harmony and understanding. Moderation teaches us the value of self-restraint and the importance of balance, while wisdom offers the insight to discern the best course of action in any situation. But how does cultivating these virtues help counteract negative thinking? When we focus on developing our character in line with these virtues, our perspective shifts. We begin to see challenges not as insurmountable obstacles but as opportunities for growth. Negative experiences become lessons in resilience, teaching us about our strength and our capacity for compassion. In practical terms, cultivating virtue might look like this: choosing to respond to a difficult situation with patience rather than irritation, courage; deciding to understand and forgive someone's mistake instead of holding a grudge, justice; opting for a simple pleasure that's in line with your long-term goals instead of giving in to a momentary temptation, moderation; or taking a moment to reflect on the best response to a problem rather than reacting impulsively, wisdom. By intentionally choosing actions that align with these virtues, we gradually rewire our thinking. Negative thoughts and emotions still arise, of course. They're part of being human, but our focus on virtue gives us a framework for responding to them constructively, transforming our internal narrative from one of despair or frustration to one of hope and purpose. Cultivating virtue is a lifelong journey, one that enriches not just our own lives but also the lives of those around us. It's a powerful antidote to negativity, offering a solid foundation upon which to build a life of deep satisfaction and meaning. Start small, with daily choices that reflect courage, justice, moderation, and wisdom, and watch as your world transforms. Men exist for the sake of one another. Teach them then or bear with them. Marcus Aurelius. As we navigate to our ninth technique, we delve into a principle that was central to Stoic philosophy: embracing community and humanity. The Stoics understood something fundamental about human nature. We are inherently social beings, intertwined in a web of relationships and communities. They believed that our well-being is deeply connected to our engagement with others and our contribution to the common good. In ancient times, the agora was the heart of community life, a place where people came together not just to trade goods, but to exchange ideas, offer support, and strengthen bonds. The Stoics saw this interconnectedness as essential, advocating for a life that values and actively participates in community. But how does embracing community and engaging in acts of kindness help us combat negativity? When we focus on supporting others, sharing in their joys and challenges, our own problems can appear less overwhelming. Acts of kindness, no matter how small, generate positive emotions not just for the recipient, but for the giver too. They remind us of our capacity to make a difference, to be a force for good. Engaging with your community can take many forms. It might be volunteering at a local shelter, joining a community cleanup, or simply offering a listening ear to a friend in need. Building meaningful relationships grounded in mutual respect and compassion creates a support network that can uplift everyone involved. The beauty of this Stoic practice lies in its simplicity and its power. By reaching out, by building bridges instead of walls, we not only alleviate our own negativity, but also contribute to a more positive, cohesive society. It's a reminder that we are not alone in our struggles, and that together, we have the strength to overcome them. I invite you to reflect on how you can deepen your connection to your community and humanity. Consider the impact your kindness can have, not just on others, but on your own state of mind. Embrace the Stoic value of community. It's a pathway to reducing negativity in your life and in the world around you. I want what I get. Epictetus. As we arrive at our 10th and final technique, we explore a concept that encapsulates the essence of Stoic resilience: acceptance and amor fati, the love of one's fate. This profound principle goes beyond mere acceptance. It's about embracing and finding joy in everything that happens, regarding every experience, whether perceived as good or bad, as an essential piece of the mosaic of our lives. Consider the cycles of nature: the storm that gives way to clear skies, the night that breaks into dawn. Each phase carries its own beauty, its own necessary role in the larger scheme. Amor fati teaches us to view our lives through a similar lens, to see the value and opportunity in every moment we're given. But how can embracing and loving our fate transform our perspective on negative experiences? It begins with a shift from resistance to acceptance, by acknowledging that we cannot control everything in our lives but can control our responses. We open ourselves to the flow of existence. This doesn't mean passivity or resignation, but an active engagement with life, a readiness to find meaning and growth in whatever comes our way. Practicing amor fati could mean finding the lesson in a difficult loss, the strength in overcoming an obstacle, or the gratitude for an unexpected change in plans. It's about cultivating a mindset that says, "What happens to me is for my benefit, and I embrace it fully." Embracing amor fati is perhaps one of the most liberating practices we can adopt. It frees us from the tyranny of wanting things to be different and empowers us to take everything in stride. This acceptance and love for our fate do not eliminate challenges, but change how we perceive and interact with them, turning potential sources of negativity into opportunities for personal evolution. As we conclude our exploration of these 10 Stoic techniques, remember that amor fati is not just a practice, but a way of life. It encourages us to welcome each day and its challenges with open arms, finding joy and purpose in the journey itself. So, I challenge you, begin to cultivate this love for your fate and watch as your life transforms, rich with meaning and devoid of unnecessary negativity. Today, we've journeyed through 10 transformative Stoic techniques designed to help you break free from negativity and embrace a life of resilience and joy. From understanding what's within your control, practicing objective perception, premeditating adversities, engaging in reflective journaling, to embracing voluntary discomfort, viewing life from above, focusing on the present moment, cultivating virtue, embracing community and humanity, and finally, accepting and loving your fate with amor fati. Each technique offers a path to not just cope with life's challenges, but to thrive amidst them. I encourage you to integrate these Stoic practices into your daily life, starting with one or two that particularly resonate with you. Watch as they begin to shift your perspective, reduce negativity, and enhance your overall well-being. And I'd love to hear from you. Comment below with the technique you're excited to try first, or share how Stoicism has helped you overcome negativity. Your journey can inspire and encourage others in our community. Thanks for watching. Remember, the path to a positive mind starts with a single step. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, embrace each day with intention, courage, and a heart open to the lessons along the way.